They were never local government
Yes,
chairman.
the same way Omaya is never addressed as a former governor of Rivers State. You cannot address them as former. So if you want to look at precedents, say, okay, look, just like these guys are coming from the 2015 from the APC, saying that since the judge they've gotten a judgment that they how do you explain? How does this make sense to? I mean,
the judgment in 2015.
I
fast forwarding it 10 years later.
And it shows you that there are intentions to cause crisis. There are people that have decided that look, we're going to cause crisis. What the Constitution said, 135, it said the elected chairman, the people that were recently elected, you can elongate their term for 3 months.
6 months.
No more than 6 months.
Supreme Court judgments in local government autonomy.
Yes, that not more, that for that to allow that the governor or the state government conduct an election so that there will not be a lacuna. If you want to look at the whole situation, if the governor had obeyed or had played by the rules, we would not have been where we were. But because we knew he wanted to hijack the whole local government, he did it the way he felt would favor him. So for me, what everybody is saying is just the governor setting the pace for war. Setting, just like he had mentioned, because your actions are telling something completely different from what you are saying you want to do. As a governor, there's an issue. What stops you from lobbying the State House of Assembly? Or, because, before, what they usually do is they tell you that they've gone to Okojombo, their own House of Assembly. Now, we all know that there's just one State House of Assembly. What stops the governor from going to the Assembly and said, I am not available at this point. Let us see when I will be available. I will come, I will present the budget so that we can move ahead. What stops the governor from saying, let's have a meeting? How can RISEC, just after this mistake, come out just immediately?
Without any presentation or without any budget.
It shows you how the government has been spending. It shows you, it gives credit to what the judgment said, that the governor has been spending without appropriation. It shows you that in actual fact, the governor does not care about the rule of law in terms of appropriation, because if he does, he will realize that you cannot spend billions of Rivers State money that I just recently spent without an appropriation. It is completely illegal. Even your own personal money. If something happens, when there's an emergency, you do not just start spending immediately. You have to go back and look at, okay, how much do we have? How much is coming in? How much will I have? If I spend this, you have a contingency plan. What do you do? You have a stakeholder meeting. You call the House of Assembly, look, we have so reserve fund. This is all. Can we do this? Can we do that? Before you start spending. But you just come up just immediately without having, I think I told the line of what he said. The people advising the governor, I believe, do not have the interest of the state at heart, because if they do, some of these hasty decisions that they are taking, they would not take. We all know, just like the governor, the tone of his language when he talked about crisis, it shows you that I am ready for fight. That is not what I understand. That, of course, as a governor, you should be prepared, but that should not be your premise, that you're ready for fight. You don't like war, but you are going to give the order. Because that is what we can deduce from the statement. The governor needs to understand that he's a governor.
What statement?
The one he made about the judgment, they said, where he mentioned and said that he does not like violence, but when the time comes,
no, that was not in his state broadcast. The statement was made when he was inaugurating.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was referring to the judgment. He mentioned, yes, he mentioned that.
That was when he was telling the people that he said he's going to obey. He's a man of peace.
Yes.
But that nobody should do anything for now. And he said something in the line of that they will be communicated in due time. So when I was reading that statement from the governor, I was now asking myself, communicate what exactly in due time?
He already said it. He said violence. He said
yes. He was speaking with. In fact, keep speaking. Let me get
when the time comes,
the statement from the
that
governor.
He's not afraid of, but when the time comes, he's going to lead the war.
Did the governor say he's going to lead the war?
Yes. Now he said it. Now he's going to lead. That's what he said.
He's going to lead the war.
Not necessarily war, but when the time comes. He was trying to be somehow trying to mind his words, but it was obvious. You said you don't like war, but when the time comes, what do you mean? What can you deduce for such statement? So for my point is, whoever is advising the governor, because at this point I believe that he should himself look at the actions you've been taking. I believe, I mean, before, when this crisis started, he mentioned, he usually says something, say there's no price too much to pay for peace in Rivers State. And I still believe that is true. So the governor should not be, swayed by all the people that are benefiting, or they are saying one or two things, because they say, if he has committed an offense against the constitution, the state assembly will take decisions, and if he's found guilty, he will be impeached. And like they say, heaven will not fall. I mean, it happened to Mayor, it happened to other judge, it happened to what do you call him? This SDP man. I would say there's nothing about this thing. What we need is for the governor. We agree now from the Supreme Court that's a State House of Assembly. Work with the State House of Assembly. At least be the one to want to work with them. Let the whole world see that you have tried to work with them, but they have refused to work with you. Not on your own insist that, okay, this thing will not happen. I mean, what message are you sending as a governor? If you're the governor, nobody is taking him off as governor. He's the governor. He remains the governor. But what we're saying is the fact that you're governor does not mean that the money of Rivers State is your personal money. If you're going to spend in doing billions of naira that just recently have been wasted because by the judgment. If you're going to spend billions of naira, we don't want a case where you're going to spend on now billions of naira that would be regarded as waste. So please, the governor needs to call himself to order. The people around him, they need to be sincere and understand that whatever decision they take at this point, is very important, and it will affect the state.
All right, very well. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we have a breaking news with regards to an update on River State crisis. We'll go on a short break, and we'll be back shortly. Do not go away.
Marketing Communication and Public Relations, Opaka Dakuba, Chairman, South Nigerian Union of Journalists. Chinyere Igwe, Esquire, FSM, FINC, FNINN, MNIN, ARPA, MIPPA, Chairman, Morrison Group.
The board, management and staff of Morrison Media Group presents the 2025 anniversary lecture of Atlantic Television Network and Wish 99.5 FM. Theme, Imperative of Private Media in Sustainable Development.
Keynote speaker, Professor Tony Iradia, erudite scholar and broadcast guru. Chairman, Professor Umar Pat, President, Society of Broadcasters, Nigeria, and Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Nigeria, Gombe State. Panelists, Chief Honorable Arthur C. Kalabo, Information and Communication Expert, Dr. Haka Tuaid, Lecturer, Public Relations, Media and Communication, Dr. Bekwele Lawrence D.K., Lecturer, Marketing Communication and Public Relations, Opaka Dakuba, Chairman, South Nigerian Union of Journalists, Susan Serakara Mbikana, Chairperson, Nawach, River State. Chief Host, Dr. Chinyere Igwe, Esquire, FSM, FINC, FNINN, MNIN, ARPA, MIPPA, Chairman, Morrison Group. Date, 10th of March 2025. Venue, Dimeji Banquet Hall, Gay Place Hotel, Kilometer 5 East West Road by Obinkwere Flyover, Rumosi, Port Harcourt. Time, is 11 a.m.
Call Kehinde Paul Obofadi on 0802 301 5728. That is 0802 301 5728 or info@atlanticnetwork.tv or info@wishfm995ph.com. You can also call Laurentia Ogu on 0818 344 6746. That is 0818 344 6746 or lead content at atlanticnetwork.tv. This is signed by management.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are on the sea.
I will place economic stability